We will read in this part, we will read about the gymnosperm. Chapter 2 is continuing. In gymnosperms, we will read the overview of gymnosperms, the characteristics, the life cycle of pine, and the 4 phyla of gymnosperms and economic importance. So, gymnosperms are the naked-seeded plants, are group of vascular plants that reproduce by means of exposed seeds or ovules. They are phanerogams according to Ischler. They include 83 genera, 12 families, and 1080 living species. Their various phyla are Coniferophyta, Cycadophyta, you can see the pictures, okay. Then Ginkgophyta and Gnetophyta or Gnetopsida. Then the characteristics or the features are most gymnosperms are evergreen and only very less are deciduous. Evergreen are those plants that do not shed their leaves throughout the year. Deciduous shed their leaf in autumn. Most are trees, the redwood, a few are shrubs, okay. Redwood trees are gymnosperms. Seeds are not borne on the flower or in the fruit. They have a root system which is similar to dicot, that means taproot system. Most possess needle-like leaves. Their leaves are like needle. They have vascular tissues, and in the vascular tissue, the xylem vessels are absent. Okay, so these vessels are present only in gnetophytes. Then needle-like leaves of some gymnosperms are shown here. Then they have cones as their reproductive structures. The male and female cone are different. So the two types of cones are present, pollen cone and ovulate cones. They form spores, microspores and megaspores. Microspores are the male cones, male spores, and megaspores are the female spores, produced by the sporophyte generation. Sporophyte means the plant. These gymnosperms include the tallest and the oldest trees. Then these are some of the very tall and the oldest one. It's said that in Paleolithic era their seeds were sown. So the general characteristics are gymnosperms occur a large area of earth habitat. Okay, they are xerophytic. Xerophytic are those which are found in deserts. Some live in equatorial region, that means very hot. Some are concentrated in forests and woods. They can also grow at high altitudes, that means cold places, in hills and mountains. Seeds include food for developing embryo and germinating seedlings. So seeds have the food for the embryo. They provide nourishment for the embryo, attract seed-eating animals also, which destroy some seeds but distribute others. So these seed-eating animals help in distribution, that means in dispersal. Seed coat serves as a barrier against bacterial and fungal decay. Then the reproduction in gymnosperms, they are the most dominant phylum in the phylum. It is in the Mesozoic era. The life cycle in gymnosperms involves an alteration of generation, that means sporophyte, then gametophyte, gametophyte, then sporophyte. Okay, dominant sporophyte in which the female gametophyte and reduced gametophytes are resides. That means in the plant the gametophytes are present, gametes are present. They are in reduced form. That means in seed form or in sperms or in pollens, and then they will fertilize and then they will grow into a sporophyte, that means the tree. The male and female reproductive organs can be formed in cones or strobili. So the name of the cones is strobili. The male and female sporangia are produced in the same plant or on separate plant. So you must remember this, sporangia are either monoecious or dioecious. So monoecious are those monoecious means the bearing only one type of monoecious plant is those plants which contain both male and female type of cones. Dioecious are those which contains only either male plant or female plant. So there will be two plants, one will be male and another one will be female. Diploid sporophyte stage is the most in most of their lifetime. There is the diploid sporophyte stage, okay, with a haploid gametophyte stage. So gametophyte is haploid, always gametes are haploid in number, and sporophytes are, that means the plant is 2n in number. Okay, the two spores types are microspores and megaspores. There are two main mode of fertilizations. The male gametophyte and female gametophyte are present. Then here is the life cycle of pine. You see here, this is a tree of pine. This is a tree. This is sporophyte generation. This bears the male cone, pollen bearing cones, and ovulate cones bearing the ovules. So these pollen bearing cones, they contain microspores. These microspores will undergo meiosis. That means the pollen cones will undergo meiosis inside them. That means the 2n number of chromosomes will become n number of chromosomes. Okay, cells will divide and each cell will have n number of chromosomes then. Then this will form pollen grains. Okay, these pollen grains will fertilize the egg cell. And then after fertilization, the zygote which is formed, this zygote will grow into an embryo, and then it will grow. That embryo is the starting of the first sporophyte generation. Then the classification of gymnosperms. There are 4 surviving phyla of gymnosperms. They greatly vary in appearance and habitat. They are conifers, cycads, ginkgos, and gnetophytes. Then the coniferophyta. The coniferophyta division contains conifers which have the greatest variety of species. They are evergreen. They include largest, tallest, oldest plants. The conifers include pines, firs, spruce, hemlocks, junipers. The word conifer means cone-bearing plants. Okay, they have needle-like leaves. The needle-leaf conifers also have a wax coat on the leaf surface so that the water loss is prevented in dry climate. Then this taxon includes secondary growth and the production of protective buds. Secondary growth means from the body growths occur. Okay, from the vegetative parts. That is called secondary growth. It consists of 50 genera and 550 species. Not all the conifers resemble the needle-leaf pines in appearance. Then some conifers are dioecious, that means deciduous, that means they shed their leaves in winters, such as larch, bald, cypress, and the dawn redwoods. They have vascular tissues, meristems, and other plant tissues. Cones house their reproductive structure. That means their reproductive structure is cones. Coming to Cycadophyta. These are the living ones. Their kingdom Plantae, phylum Cycadophyta, class Cycadopsida, order Cycadales, family Cycadaceae, genus Cycads. Now, these are found in tropical forests and subtropical regions. These are the second largest group of gymnosperms, containing 11 genera and 140 species. These are pseudoparasitic, which are epiphytic. That means they grow on other plants. Okay, evergreen gymnosperms, these are evergreen. Then, this is an example, and characterized by large crown of compound leaves. So you can see these type of leaves are called compound leaves. Actually this is one leaf, and from this one leaf so many leaflets are coming out. Okay, palm-like or fern-like, looks like a fern. Dioecious, that means Cycadophyta are, most of them are evergreen, but some are dioecious also. Deciduous. Dioecious means male and female plants are different. Okay, male plant is different and female plant is different. Found in subtropical and tropical parts of the world, grow in semi-desert climate, carry on symbiotic relationship with bacteria. Now that means they live in symbiosis with bacteria, and these bacteria produce toxins that accumulate in the seeds. So seeds can be dangerous to human or animals if they are ingested, and they are propagated by agents of pollination, that is wind. Now insects sitting on the cone to pollinate you can see here. Then the phylum Ginkgophyta. They have only one extant species named Ginkgo biloba. Ginkgo comes from the Chinese word meaning silver apricot. Biloba comes from the Latin meaning double leaves. One of the oldest living tree species, over 300 million years old. Individual trees can live for over 1000 years. Only one extinct species is there. These leaves are unique because they have fan-shaped leaves with veins radiant out into the leaf blade. You can see here that the veins are radiating outward. They are radiating outward. Okay, so ginkgo leaves are bilobed. Bilobe means 2 lobes. Then tough and resistant to decay. Then these seeds have fleshy coats, but they are not like the true fruits of angiosperms. They are not the true fruits. They have a fleshy coat. They are attractive in appearance but contains butanoic acid and have a bad odor like rancid butter. That means butter which is smelling. They are dioecious, and vascular system is different from the flowering plants. That means they do not have vessels. We have read about it. Ginkgos have connecting cells with their perforation. Ginkgos have a tendency to put out suckers from the ground. That means they There are also some of them have creepers also. From the ground they put out suckers. Okay, they have a then older trees sometimes also have odd downward growth called chichi. Then they grow from a damaged stem or by putting out new shoots from the ground. These chichi are growing from the damaged stem. Here you can see this outgrowth. This seems to be form of reproduction when the main tree is coming to the end to its life, when there are no females around at that time. So this is an example of chichi on ginkgo. Then phylum Gnetophyta. The Gnetophyta are small group of vascular seed plants composing one of the 4 phylum of gymnosperms. They include 70 species divided into 3: Ephedra, Gnetum and Welwitschia. They have more angiosperm-like features. Then, Welwitschia and Gnetum are similar to flowering plants, not having archegonia, and some species of Ephedra and Gnetum are the only plants to go through double fertilization. That means they are less similar to the gymnosperms and more similar to the flowering plants. Okay, and they undergo double fertilization as the flowering plants. Then the phylum Gnetophyta. This is a species. Most vines or shrubs are present in this Gnetophyta. Then the Ephedra, known as Mormon tree or joint firs, 30 species. Then Welwitschia contains only 1 species. They are found in southwestern Africa. Largest leaves in the plant kingdom. They are xerophytic. Okay, that means they are found in sandy regions. Now, what is the economic importance of gymnosperms? Cycads are good source of starch. Okay, seeds of pinus are edible, known as chilgoza. Kafir bread is a type of bread prepared from the stem pith of Encephaltos. So the pith means the inner part of the stem. Young leaves of cycas are cooked as vegetables in some part of the world. Then some medicinal values are there. Many type of medicines are found. Paclitaxels sold under the name Taxol, used for chemotherapy, cancer treatment. It's very important. Ephedrine is an alkaloid extracted from ephedra. It is used to treatment of asthma. Juice from the young leaves of phylum Cycas is used for curing blood vomiting. Cycas gum is an antidote against snake bite, and it's also used to cure malignant ulcers. It has a timber value. These woods are very hard and tough, so they are used for timber and very long and straight wood. Then gymnosperms are a good source of timber. They are for mainly softwood, which is beneficial in furniture and construction. The wood from conifers are resistant to insects and fungus also. Woods from gymnosperms are also durable and of light weight. The species of gymnosperms called Agathis australis is the largest timber producing tree in the world. Plywoods and other scented woods are also products processed from gymnosperms. Then source of oil. Edible oils is extracted from seeds of cycas, and red cedar wood oil is extracted from hardwood of junipers. It's used in immersion microscopy. Oil from gymnosperms are also used in deodorants and soaps. Then industrial value. Tannins extracted from the bark of the pines used in leather industry. Newspaper, writing paper and printing paper are prepared from the wood pulp of pine, paisa and abies. Then ornamental value, that means for decoration. Plants that are grown for decorative purpose are called ornamental plants. Ginkgo and other pine, cycads, Gnetum species used in decoration of lawn, parks, etc. So various species of gymnosperms can also be grown as bonsai. Then importance of gymnosperms used as ornaments also. So this was the end of the chapter. So this was the end of gymnosperms.